In life, some people have more skill than others, and this extends even when you look at the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! As you can have the most skillful players in the world who can barely build a deck, and you can have some of the best deck builders in the world, and some can't even play. And I'm in neither category. I'm in the kind that we struggle to play and struggle to build decks that work coherently. Luckily, Konami has helped us with this by releasing some structure decks which focus around a certain boss monster that we need to use. These normally have good support cards and overall bring the archetype together. And I'm gonna embark on a long journey in Master Duel now. I will try and use every single structure deck in the game at this moment to see how good that these decks actually are, and to see if these are scams or they're actually good decks that could be competitively viable. So, I'll be cutting the intro short, and let's jump into the rules for this challenge. Extra side note, since it's very laggy when I record during the game, I will mostly show you the replays of each duel. The rules for the challenge is simple, and we'll use the same rules over for every episode. So if at the beginning I have to spin a wheel to see which structure deck I'm going to end up using for the episode. Then I have to take that structure deck and use it for at least 5 different battles. And at the end of it, I tally up the score and then I rank. I'm not allowed to make any changes to the actual deck, and I'm not allowed to forfeit any match. And that's basically all the rules needed, so we can go on to the actual gameplay.
It's my time, kitty.
Go here and see what we get. Oh, recontact with the universe. That's a utopia. Well, actually, and that, everyone, is what we call foreshadowing.
She's about to get jazzed.
So here's the deck that we've loaded up. This is the structure deck, of course, on the copy screen already. Basically, the whole point is with the Gacha monsters, the onomatopoeia monsters to be exact, and the Zexal weapons, which were some of the cards that Yuma used in the Zexal anime. And I'm actually very happy to be this deck to start out with it, because it's based off my favorite protagonist deck in the whole series. You can see we also got cards like Rank Up Zexal Force and all the other weapon monsters. And of course you have the main ones being number 39. Also got Draconic Utopia, Leo Utopia, Draconic Halberd, and Leo Arms. I'm hoping that this deck is good. Again, foreshadowing. And doesn't disappoint me, because it's one of the better decks that I personally think. And it's based off the deck of my favorite protagonist. So, let's hop into our first game.
Oh, we're a pizza joint, you nut!
Stinks, Yuma, stinks.
This duel genuinely hurt the most. I tried the best I could. I think even at one point I almost thought I was winning. But I tried the best with my defending, and it's just hard because there's so many pieces of removal he had, and genuinely the blue eye deck is so strong. I did get Utopia out near the end of the duel, but at that point I couldn't even do anything. He had 2 blue eyes out, he had a blue eyes jet, and then he just attacked. I used all my overlay units, Utopia got destroyed due to its effect, and genuinely I have no words. This duel was one of the worst I've ever played.
Guess again!
This one was surprisingly one of the more evenly matched duels that I had. Well, the only evenly matched duel I had. We were both on okay game, I'll say. Especially me on my first time, I actually had a good hand to get a Draconic Halberd somehow. And as the game went on, it was shifting a bit between who looked like they were winning and who looked like they were losing. But by the end, you could see that I was clearly coming out the winner. And even though he did forfeit at the end of the match, it was going into my turn and I did have the resources in my hand. So I would have definitely won the duel if I had attacked if I attack and he never forfeited.
Hey, Yugi! I'm not. You.
I genuinely don't want to speak about this duel, it was so annoying. And even then, I had my fair share of making so many misplays here. Basically, he was playing a deck where he couldn't really deal damage to me, but I dealt most of the damage to myself. It happened especially when I actually finally summoned Utopia out on my first turn. And for some stupid reason, I decided to attack and I got Magic Cylindered. And basically it went more after that, with the deck getting more and more annoying. To the point where I actually had a good field. He pulled out Super Polarization, made a target with only the ones I had on my field. And then at that point I decided to, you know what, let me just defend. I tried defending and I got to a point where I was defending well. Then I lost the duel because genuinely this deck was so annoying.
You just summoned your mom!
I don't even want to talk about this duel, dude. It was genuinely so bad. He was I don't know how you pronounce them, but I'm just gonna say he was playing Earth Fairies. And I thought I was on a good roll. And then, I don't know where my field went. My field just left me. But in general, this was one of the better duels. I still lost at the end of the day, but it was one of the better duels that I had during the day. Unfortunately, I still lost, and at the end, I don't know what I was doing, because I knew I was going to lose, but I just tried to pick up what scraps I had and try putting them into place. I had 10 life points left. 7,600 minus what my Draconic Halberd had was much more than 10, and honestly, I should have just taken the loss there and then.
Even his perfectly coiffed hair. In fact, that part is what took the longest.
How do I rank this thing? Well, starting on how good the deck was, I am gonna give it a solid 4. I was able to win at least one game, but unfortunately that was not very good. It needs more consistent cards. Fun-wise, I would give it about a 6. Because actually once you get Utopia out, you can go into some good monsters, but other than that, I can't give it more than a 6. Because genuinely, it was not that fun to play with. We had a record of 1 win and 4 losses with this deck. And it's only the first episode, so we're putting it up on first place, as it's the only deck we've used so far. Well, I guess that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and well, I'm back from my 10 months hiatus. And now a word from our lovely sponsor.
My name is Lapis Lazuli. My name is Lapis Lazuli. And there's a million things I haven't done. And just you wait. Just you wait.